gonna deafen. Okay, it looks like we do have a tornado warning headed for downtown Chicago. Tornado warning in effect for western Chicago at this time. So that includes Elburn, Caneville, Big Rock, Sugar Grove, Aurora, North Aurora, Batavia, Geneva, St. Charles, Chapton Hill, Wayne, Lakewood, West Chicago, Winfield, Warrenville, and even parts of Naperville. That is headed towards downtown Chicago right now. That is headed towards TORD. That is the airport radar around there. It's headed north of K-Lot. That is a QLCS threat right there, but there's a tornado warning in northern Chicago, so that's why I went live. Current warnings across the area. 3 in Missouri. Those are for 60-mile-an-hour gusts across Missouri. We do have, let's go up to Indiana. This one is for 60-mile-an-hour gusts and quarter-sized hail over here. As you can see, the very small cell over there. Let's go over to New York. Right there, that is for 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-sized hail. Over here, that's for that's actually trains weather spotted confirmed hail. Over to Colorado, El Paso, Fremont, and Pueblo counties. That is for pink block wall-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds over here. Just in the north of Pueblo, actually, just to south of Colorado Springs, there is that cell. Over in northern New Mexico, Union County, there is golf ball-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds in this county right here, and that includes Clayton. And then over in Illinois, we do have a few severe thunderstorm warnings, including 1 tornado warning. So Fulton County over here, that is for 60-mile-an-hour winds and penny-sized hail. And then up in DuPage and Kane counties, there's currently a tornado warning in effect until 5:15 p.m. Not 5:15, 11:15. That is definitely a QLCS threat in there, but that is still tornado warning. So that's what. Second tornado warning: Bloomingdale, Gulf, Niles, Sakota. Oh God. Okay, so yeah, there are currently two tornado warnings. One just north of downtown Chicago, one headed for downtown Chicago. This includes Bloomingdale, Rose Isle, Elk Grove Village, Itasca, Wooddale, Bensonville, Schiller Park, Norridge, Niles, Lincolnwood, can't pronounce that, Evanston, Glenview, Gulf, Northfield, and I don't know. But this is for northern Chicago, and this one is headed towards downtown Chicago. 2 tornado warnings in effect at this time. For this one, I'm going to check the airport radar. TORD. So that is currently over in Bloomingdale is where that risk is. It's downloading. I can't get a view on that, but it looks like there is another airport over here for Rosemont. It looks like that might be the that might be O'Hare up there near Rosemont. So tornado warning has been issued. Bloomingdale, headed towards Oak Grove Village, Wooddale, Itasca, Bensonville, Rosemont, Park Ridge, Niles, that area, and then down here north near Caneville. This is headed towards Geneva, St. Charles, Bataville, West Chicago, Lakewood, Warrenville, and Naperville. That is where that tornado warning is. So 2 tornado warnings in effect for the area around Chicago. So yeah, that's currently what's going on. A pretty bad situation over there for 2 tornado warnings to be there. I'm going to share the stream real quick. So right here. So just posted that on Twitter right there. Okay, there we go. I believe that is the right link. Yes. Okay, so we do have, once again, 2 tornado warnings in effect. One has weakened, but is still an existent threat. That is headed for Geneva, St. Charles, Bataville, West Chicago, Lakewood is currently north of North Aurora. Also, Carroll Stream, head towards Cloverdale. This one over here near Itasca is actually way stronger. It's headed for Wooddale, Elk Grove Village, Bensonville, Rosemont, Park Ridge, Niles, Morton Grove, Gulf, Glenview, Lincolnwood, and Evanston. If you know anyone who lives in these areas, North Chicago, contact them, tell them that there is tornado warnings in their area. So yeah, that's currently what's going on in northern Chicago and western Chicago is where these two tornado warnings are. This one also has a significant wind threat with it in near Sugar Grove that's probably producing up to 70 mile an hour, not 70 miles an hour, but 60 mile an hour winds. So even if there's not a tornado, there are very strong winds in that area that may produce even tornado force winds in some spots. Down here, Itasca. So this is the one that we're mainly watching near Itasca, Wooddale, and head up towards Rosemont and Park Ridge, Des Plaines, Gulf, Morton Grove, Niles, Evanston, Lincolnwood, that area. So just north of Chicago, I believe O'Hare Airport is over there. Let me check real quick. So that is that does include O'Hare International Airport. That is headed directly towards the airport. There's no airport radar, but there are some south, but they're not showing as much as the regular radar. So we should be getting an update here soon. So yeah, this is currently what's going on. So on its current track, this thing is headed towards. Hold on. Okay. Setting something up real quick so I can track where this is going. Yes. So yeah, looks like that has weakened a bit though. North Aurora, Bataville, Geneva, West Chicago, Lakewood, Wayne, those are still under a tornado warning due to this thing over here. Looks like we do have another area of rotation ramping up over here near Triumph and Baker. So that also might prompt a tornado warning as it heads closer to Chicago. So, yeah, so two tornado warnings in effect at this time. Near, one near Oak Grove Village, Wooddale, Itasca, Rosemont, Park Ridge, Niles, Morton Grove, and Evanston, Lincolnwood, and Norridge. So that area is under tornado warning. And so is another area under tornado warning is back here. North Aurora, and Bataville, Geneva, St. Charles, Lakewood, West Chicago, Winfield, Warrenville, and Naperville. So those two areas are under two separate tornado warnings in northern Chicago and western Chicago. I believe those are both, the one in DuPage and Kane County, so the one to the west is in effect until 11:15, and the one in northern Chicago is in effect till 11:30. Unless those rotations become significantly weaker, then those are going to continue. Still watching this area down here for potential development. This is south of Earlville, near Baker and Triumph. So, watching that area as well. So, and by the way, this one up here does include O'Hare International Airport near Rosemont. Looks like on its current track it will pass over some of the terminals of O'Hare. Actually, O'Hare terminals are over here. So, these are the hangars, I think. I'll have to check. Give me 1 second. Checking Google Earth. O'Hare International Airport. That is the that's the bus stop and the parking lot. That does also have some planes over there, a few hangars. So the bus stop, the parking lot, and the hangars to O'Hare International Airport, also one of the towers and a couple of the runways, are in the tornado or on the tornado's path in northern Chicago. This isn't a tornado, but this prompted the tornado warning for radar indicated rotation. Probably gonna have a whole bunch of people online complaining that there are tornado warnings, but it's kind of important. So yeah, both of these seem to have diminished. Looks like there could be something trying to develop over here near Downers Grove and Highland Hills as well. So that area over there needs to be careful. And then over here, this right over here, I'm watching this area. This has had a rotation for a couple scans near Baker and Earlsville. Still watching that area for potential development. So yeah, those tornado warnings. One is the one on the western side of Chicago is in effect until 11:15. The one on the northern side is in effect till 11:30. Also, severe thunderstorm warning over here, western Illinois. There's some over here in Missouri as well, approaching the St. Louis metro area. There's one in northern Indiana over here as well, for a very small cell headed towards Angola. And one over here near Erie that is has reported spotter confirmed quarter-sized hail. So let's get back over to these tornado warnings in Chicago. We have 2 tornado warnings. One is in effect for one is in effect until 11:15. One's in effect till 11:30. One's for the north side of Chicago. One's for the west side. So yeah, 2 tornado warnings in effect for the time being. Nothing is loading on this radar, so I will switch over to here. Once again, rotation has diminished in these areas, but still under a tornado warning. And this one over here is producing up to 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, so that might be, so yeah. Also looking down here, just in case there's anything that pops up around here. The Baker, there was a little bit of rotation here earlier, but it seems to have died off. North Aurora, this one seems to be trying to get its act together again, also over here near Lakewood. Looks like we might be this thing might be trying to gain inflow near Niles and over to Rosemont. This is about to go over Lake Chicago as well, so this is, no, not Lake Chicago. That I just called. It's Lake Michigan, not Lake Chicago. I'm an idiot. So yeah, no confirmed tornadoes, but there are 2 tornado warnings in effect for the Chicago area. Not downtown Chicago, but definitely for the area north and the area west of downtown Chicago. As soon as I saw those warnings, I went back live. But, yeah, not too much right now. It looks like these have started to die off a bit. But there are some severe winds down here near Triumph and Earlville, Troy Grove, and also up here near Sugar Grove, Aurora, and Montgomery. Very strong winds entering the Chicago metro area. No other current tornado warnings, but there are several severe thunderstorm warnings, so let me go over that real quick. Missouri, Cooper, Howard, Audrain, Boone, and Callaway, Montgomery counties are under these severe thunderstorm warnings. Actually, Cole County as well was added to this big mess of severe thunderstorm warnings. These are for 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Colorado. Actually, a few of those in Missouri are about to expire in 1 minute. Colorado, severe thunderstorm warning. It was for ping pong ball-sized hail. It looks like it's about to move out of the warning, though. The one in New Mexico over here near Union, golf ball sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. But that is also about to. Actually, no, it's not about to expire. It's for another 15 minutes. New York over here. This is 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail that is confirmed as well. And northern Indiana, DeKalb and whatever county. It has, last time I saw it was 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-sized hail, but it seems to have died off. Let's go back over to this tornado warning. These two tornado warnings in Chicago. This one looks like it's trying to gain inflow over here near Rosemont, and this one over here near North Aurora. If this one seems to have become more linear and less likely to produce a tornado, but over here, this one is one to watch, considering it does have a little bit of an area where inflow can come in. Also, this right here. So there could be another tornado warning issued for this area, but there are currently two tornado warnings in effect: northern Chicago, western Chicago, that area. Still watching this area down here near Baker for potential anything really. I mean, you can see there's a big notch on reflectivity where there could be some inflow streaming into there. So eventually that could possibly produce something, but for right now it's pretty weak. So that's all that there is for right now. But yeah, there are still two tornado warnings in northern Chicago. Even if there is no tornado, there's still 60-mile-an-hour winds embedded with that. So even though there's no tornado for the time being, there could be some low end, very low end tornado force winds in there. So like 65 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour. We are getting 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts near Sugar Grove Airport. Aurora Airport observed 60 miles an hour wind gusts. So yeah, that is definitely something to watch. So even if there is no tornado warning, some very low-end tornado force winds are possible in that area. So yeah, let me just go over the other severe thunderstorm warnings right now. Union, New Mexico. Union, New Mexico, 60-mile-an-hour winds and half-dollar size hail. El Paso and Pueblo County, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and ping-pong ball-sized hail. New York, the way over here, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Missouri, 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. And then there's one in central Illinois right here for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And then we're looking at the main thread up there for these two tornado warnings. One for Cook and DuPage County, and another one for Kane in DuPage County. Trying to see if there's any rotation in any of these areas. Looks like it is trying to cycle again up here near Lincolnwood. And also still watching this area over here just in case it tries to spin up anything near Baker. But for right now, it does look like mainly a wind threat across Chicago as these storms move through Chicago. The one in western Chicago will expire in, looks like at 11:15, and the one in northern Chicago will expire at 11:30. I mean, I already covered everything, so I'm still looking at this area, but let me check Twitter. Let's see if there is any wind reports coming out of that area. North Naperville. This person lives in North Naperville on Twitter and may have seen a funnel. Let me check something real quick. I doubt it, even though, by the way, that triangle doesn't mean anything really. It's just where it's detecting some winds and stuff. No, I don't believe so. I believe that was just low clouds. So, until 11:15, I believe, yes. So yeah, there are two tornado warnings in effect. One for western Chicago, including Caneville, that is past that area near, and also North Aurora. Uh, it looks like actually just winds passing by, and no circulation right now. If we do stop it here, you can definitely, if I go back a bit, you can definitely see why they issued that tornado warning as near Caneville. You can see right here it started to spin up a bit. Since that is approaching the Chicago area, they decided to warn that. Same thing up here near Bloomingdale. There was some rotation in that area, and they warned it. Yep, right up there, right here. Considering that's not too far from the radar. And still watching back here for potential development. Some very strong winds in there, though. Yeah, look right there near Leland. Just looking in that area. Right there, you can definitely see just south of Leland. There might be some development in that area soon. New tornado warning. That includes most of southern Chicago. That is near Woodridge, Boiling Brook, Romeoville, Orland Park, Palos Park. Also, Oak Lawn. Oh. I believe my friend might be in that. I believe they warned it off of the airport radar. Yep, so right there near Boiling Brook. Let me check the airport radar in that area. So, new tornado warning has been issued. I don't know why it's not giving me, I don't know why it's not giving me velocity for that area. I will have to check radar scope on my phone because it is not loading for that area. Let me check TMDW. Yeah, again, not giving me anything off of that area. So I will go ahead and check radar scope on my phone, check the tornado warnings in that area, and see, and tell you what I see. We did have north of Wheaton. We did have a tornado report. Tornado on the ground just north of my location as of 10:55 p.m. There was a tornado on the ground in northern Chicago. Looks like, yeah, okay. I can see why they warned that. Probably a tornado right there near Woodridge that is headed towards downtown Chicago, Oak Lawn, Ulcey, Blue Island, Burbank, Justice, Summit, Blur Ridge, Darien, Lamont, Boiling Brook, Woodridge, Romeoville, Goodings Grove, Orland Park, Orland Hills, and Homer Grove. Those are all in the tornado warning until that tornado warning expires in approximately a little less than 40 minutes. So yeah, we do have probably a tornado right there. I'm having to check radar scope on my phone. Oh, okay, yeah, there might be a tornado right in there. The radars are not working for me. The airport radars are not working on here for some reason. I don't know why they're not, but yeah, we likely do have a tornado on the ground headed towards my friend's location. TORD. Oh, I think I know why. I'm not getting that data. Hold on. Why is TORD not working for me on here? Ah, dang it. not showing up for me. Why is that not showing up? I'm checking on my phone because radar this GR2 is not showing it for some reason. But tornado on the ground, Woodridge. Tornado is confirmed on the ground via radar. We do have a tornado headed towards. We do have a tornado. Looks like in the Chicago metro, right there, Okay. If we check CC, yep, tornado on the ground headed towards Woodridge, Darien, Willowbrook, Countryside, Blur Ridge, Justice, Hickory Hill, Bedford Park, Summit, Hometown, Burbank, Oak Lawn, Palos Hills, Palos Heights, and Alsip and Hazel Green. That is a confirmed tornado on the ground via radar. There is a definite CC drop in that area. So that is a confirmed tornado on the ground right there. By going up in tilt, you can definitely see it. So as we go up in tilt, dang it, right here. So as we go up in tilt, you can definitely see it. It is lofting debris all the way up to tilt. Wow, it's really lofting it up there. Yeah, so we do have a confirmed tornado on the ground in Woodridge. As you can see, very strong rotation right there. We do have a confirmed tornado on the ground. If we check NROT, you can definitely see that right there. That is near Woodridge. That is currently hitting neighborhoods near Woodridge, north of Boilingbrook, head towards Darien, Willowbrook, Indian Head Park, Blur Ridge, Countryside, Hodgkins, just south of McCook, Justice, Hickory Hills, Bridgeview, Bedford Park, Burbank, Oak Lawn, Chicago Ride, Worth, Palos Hills, Hazel Green, and Hometown. That's a confirmed tornado on the ground headed towards currently right in Woodridge. Yep, currently right over Woodridge, it seems, by the new scan. Currently, tornado ripping through Woodridge, Chicago. That is in the Chicago metro. My friend, yep, observed tornado on the ground. My friend is actually recording the sky right now. He's outside. He is located, I believe, in Oak Lawn. Let me check his Twitter. He's located in. He doesn't say. Dang it. Okay, so yeah, he does. But he's in the tornado warning. He's Yeah. Oh my God. Confirmed tornado. Very strong there. Oh God. Yeah. So confirmed tornado headed in Woodridge, Illinois, headed towards Darien, Blur Ridge, Woodbrook, Countryside, Hodgkins, Justice, Bridgeview, Bedford Park, Summit, Hickory Hills, Burbank, and Hometown. As confirmed tornado on the ground, headed towards the Chicago metro area. It looks like it will pass just south of downtown Chicago. Another area to the north near Downers Grove. So there is another area just to the north of it of pretty strong rotation. So yeah, this is confirmed tornado. If you know anyone who lives in this area, call them up. Tell them to get to shelter now. Pretty bad there. This thing is lifting debris up to. Okay, let me check this right here. It is lifting debris way up there. Yep, all the way up there, up to tilt 15.2.5. So yeah, we do have a confirmed tornado in Woodridge, going towards the Chicago metro area. It is on the ground, as confirmed as of a few minutes ago. Red TDS right now, so that is a very, very strong thing right there. We do have a confirmed tornado. People. So there's a looks like a. Some basketball guy he posts on Twitter that his house got hit by a tornado. He lives in Chicago. So yeah, confirmed tornado in the Chicago metro headed towards. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that is Woodridge. Debris ball. Debris ball. Debris ball. Okay. So yeah, there's a debris ball. There's a very large tornado near Woodridge. Very bad. So, yeah, there's a very large tornado in Woodridge headed towards Darien, Blur Ridge, Hickory Hills, Burbank, Palos Hills, Chicago Ridge, Oak Lawn, Hometown, Worth, Hazel Green, Alsip, Palos Park, Palos Heights, Crestwood, Hometown, Bridgeview, Bedford Park, Justice, Hodgkins, Summit. Very large and extremely dangerous tornado in this area. With a pink debris wall, meaning that it is lifting debris, hitting stuff. So this is a very bad situation for the Chicago metro area. This is headed towards the southern part of the Chicago metro area. Very bad situation here. Very strong couplet. We do have a debris wall, meaning that debris is getting lofted by this tornado, headed into Chicago. Why is it radar indicated? There's a confirmed tornado right here. It has a literal debris ball on it. This is a very bad situation right here. So very bad situation for the southern Chicago metro area. Woodridge, Darien, Willowbrook, Indian Head, Blur Ridge, that area. Hodgkins, Willow Springs, Justice, Bridgeview, Bedford Park, Burbank, Hickory Hills, Oak Lawn, Hometown, Chicago Ride, Worth, Palos Park, Palos Heights, Hazel Green, also Crestwood. That area needs to be sheltered right now. There's a confirmed tornado headed towards their location. Still waiting for an update from this radar, but there is a confirmed tornado with a debris ball, meaning that it is hitting stuff and doing damage, headed towards Darien right now. PDS tornado warning has been issued. PDS tornado warning for this southern Chicago metro area. Very bad situation there. So yeah, there is a tornado warning right now. Southern Chicago metro area. This includes Woodridge, Bolingbrook, Romeoville, Orland Park, Trinleyville, Palos Park, also Oak Lawn, Summit Ridge, Summit, Blur Ridge. This is lifting debris up to 18,000 feet. This is a violent, I'm going to pull out the V word, violent tornado headed towards Darien, Blur Ridge, Willowbrook, Indian Head, Park, Countryside, Hodgkins, Justice, Bridgeview, Bedford Park, Burbank, Hometown, Oak Lawn, and Chicago Ride. Very dangerous situation here unfolding across the Chicago metro area. Still very strong couple there. Likely, very, very bad situation going on here. There we go. Very pronounced. Okay, oh, this is not good, not good. Okay, so, I believe my friend is in the, okay, not good. Okay, I'm gonna change my screen over to Discord real quick. So, let me change over to Discord. I am in a Discord server. Give me 1 second. So right here, this is lifting debris up to 20,000 feet in the air. Very bad situation ongoing here across the Chicago metro area. It's lifting debris up to 20,000 feet. So that is a very strong tornado right there, and just south of Darien, headed towards Blur Ridge, Willow Springs, Justice, Hickory Hills, Palos Park, Chicago Ridge, Worth, Oak Lawn, Hazel Green, also Crestwood, Palos Park, Palos Heights, and Orland Park, eventually towards Midlothian, Robbins, Blue Island, and Marriott Park. Very bad situation ongoing here across the Chicago metro area. Let me go back over to GR right here. Very bad situation. As you can see right here, it is, if you look on the bottom left, that is lifting debris very high in the air. If we go up and tilt, you can see it's still there. That's glitch. Actually, no, it's over there on the left. Still there. All the way up, and all the tilts, all the way up to the top tilt. So, yeah, okay. Looks like nope. Still very dangerous situation. Looks like we do have another mezzo just to the north of it near Clarendon Hills as well. So, very bad situation here. Another tornado warning. Okay, so they issued a tornado warning for the one near Clarendon Hills. That's what that one was radar indicated for. So, very bad situation ongoing here just south of Darien. head towards Blue Ridge, Willow Springs, Justice, Hickory Hills, Burbank, Oak Lawn, Chicago Ride, Worth. Very bad situation. Still, as you can see here on CC, down here on the bottom left, very bad situation there. Still blue on there, so very bad situation. The Chicago metro area, yeah, so it is currently heading through neighborhoods right now. My friend is currently getting inside. Very bad situation across the Chicago metro area. Still waiting for an update. I believe it's updating. There it is. Still very strong coupled across the Chicago metro, just south of Blue Ridge. It looks like it is going through neighborhoods, headed towards Willow Springs, Hickory Hills, Justice, Palos Hills, Palos Park, Palos Heights, Worth, Chicago Ride, Hazel Green, Alsip, and Hometown, and Burbank as well. Bridgeview and Bedford Park are also in the warning, as well as Hodgkins. A very bad situation ongoing. Also, this one up here near Clarendon Hills is also tightening up, so we may have another tornado up there very soon. Very bad situation around here. Still lifting debris very high in the air. If we go right here, still very, very bad situation ongoing across the Chicago metro. Goes all the way up to the top tilt. Debris is being lifted very high. So yeah, we likely have a significant to violent tornado going through the Chicago metro area at this time. My friend Johnson WX, and my other friend Oakhurst are currently. My friend Oakhurst is not in the warning, but he's yeah. Okay, the Weather Channel is not covering this. The Weather Channel is not covering this. This is ridiculous. Okay, so yeah, the Weather Channel is not covering this tornado warning across the Chicago metro area. This is a very bad situation across the Chicago metro. Yeah, so this is really bad. Really bad. Very bad situation. Downtown Chicago is in a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible. So yeah, very bad situation ongoing across the Chicago metro. Head towards Justice, Burbank, Oak Lawn, Hometown, Bedford Park, Summit, Hickory Hills, Burbank, Oak Lawn, Chicago Ride, Palos Hills, and Hazel Green, as well as Evergreen Park is also might be included in the newest tornado warning if they issue another one, if this continues. Update should be coming out here very soon, so we should be able to see what is going on across there. I'm very surprised that they didn't issue a tornado emergency for this area. I kind of sound like a weenie here, but that is okay, it looks like it did weaken on CC, so it might have dissipated for the time being, but we're still looking up here near Clarendon Hills for possibly a new tornado. There is already a warning out for that, so Clarendon Hills, LaGrange, Stickney, Summit, Silverio, I can't pronounce that, Riverside, Oak Park, Forest Park, Broadville, Maywood, LaGrange Park, Brookfield, Westchester, Oakbrook, Yorkfield, Oakbrook Terrace, Owners Grove, and Clarendon Hills, as well as Willowbrook need to be sheltered as well. So yeah, it looks like this did dissipate here, but still a very strong area of rotation. This might touch down again. If it doesn't, it looks like the area to the north near Willowbrook and Oaks and Country Head will. Free Timbers tweeting about it. Very dangerous situation ongoing across the Chicago metro area. Damaging tornado is in progress. It looks like, yeah, so we might get another area of rotation across the across that area. Hold on, let me tell my friends. Okay, so it looks like that area has dissipated slightly, but it might still be on the ground. But yeah, there's still a debris ball. But if you look to the north near Willowbrook, Clarendon Hills, and Western Springs, there's another area tightening up there, so that might produce another tornado. Yeah. 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 I'm currently I'm currently streaming right now, so I do have you guys muted, so they can't hear you. But yeah. Okay, so just talk to my friends about it. They are aware that there's another rotation just to the north. This thing has still very strong winds, could touch down again, but we are looking up here near Willowbrook. Another area of rotation has appeared near LaGrange Park as well. So another area to watch up there near LaGrange Park. Still watching down here for possibly more areas of rotation as this thing moves in northeast. Very bad situation. Still, a PDS tornado warning continues for Orland Park, Trinley Park, Oak Lawn, and that area. U.S. Tornadoes even tweeted about it. Very bad situation occurring here. So this thing could re-strengthen and possibly become another significant tornado across the Chicago metro area. I might be up till 1 a.m. tracking this thing. This is really bad situation. I'm going across the Chicago metro area. So new scan should be coming out here momentarily. Looks like it did. Looks like CC might have picked up again. I can't tell if it picked up or if it's just debris fallout. That debris fallout is when debris gets lifted by a tornado and eventually has to fall to the ground. So it does, causing debris fallout on the radar. Give me 1 second. Trying to check something. So yeah, there's a very bad situation ongoing across the Chicago metro area. Looks like we do have a... Okay, this area near here, near Willow Springs and Justice, this area of rotation has weakened, but there's another area up here near Willowbrook and Indian Head Park that that is tightening up, as well as Countryside and McCook. So that area has another area of rotation up there north of Countryside and near Indian Head Park. There was just a significant tornado that went through Woodridge and Darien. Looks like it may have been significant or maybe even violent as the debris was lifted. Let me go back a bit. As you can see right here, very, very strong couplet that went through, right through Woodridge. So right here, strong couplet appears near Woodridge and goes through Woodridge. This is, I believe, its most violent radar scan right here. You can see debris being lifted as we go up and scan. So if you look on the bottom left, I might have to move my, yeah, I will move my, whoops. I will move my face cam over here. I'll actually get rid of them both for right now. As you look on the bottom left, that is debris being lifted. The darker the color, the more significant it is. And the stuff out here is actually clear air, so this is not debris over here. But if you look right here, as it goes, very bad situation right there. And then as we go up in tilt, which means farther up into the storm, you can see it still there, still there, still there. This was lofting debris up to 20,000 feet into the storm. Whoops, actually I clicked the wrong thing. So lofting debris up to 20,000 feet. This is the top tilt. You can still see stuff reaching the top way up there. So that was a very bad situation across that area. But we're currently looking at the this is the current radar right here. If you look on the top left, top right, that is where you will see the velocity, which shows if green is right next to red, that's rotation. So we still do have some rotation over here. Okay, it looks like it may have picked up again near Burbank and Bridgeview. So there might be another tornado here dropping momentarily, just to the north of Burbank over Bridgeview. Also, this area over here near McCook has broadened out, so there's less rotation in that area. Still, north of Burbank, there is a minor couplet, so there could be another tornado here forming momentarily. This is moving towards southern Chicago. If I look right here, this area, I'm trying to find this area on Google Earth and see if what is around that area. So that area over there near Evergreen Park, Burbank, right there, that is all neighborhood. All neighborhood. If it goes up a little bit, that's a college. Just north of it is Chicago Midway International Airport. So that appears to be Burbank is pretty much all neighborhood. There is a college just north of it. I will change screens over to that real quick. So I believe window capture. Yep. So if you look right here, Burbank, that's where the velocity is. I believe, yeah, just north of Burbank. So this is actually over the Illinois Department of Employment Security. There's I believe this is a train dock over here as well. It's passing just south of Chicago Midway International Airport, possibly towards this park over here. And if it's moving east, then that will continue towards a high school, and it's almost completely all neighborhoods past that, and maybe a couple parks. So very bad situation across that area. If another tornado does drop, it will likely do more damage. Well, I mean, it will do more damage across the area, but yeah. So if you know anyone who lives in this area, Southern Chicago Metro, maybe Chicago Metro in general, call them up, ask if they're okay, all that stuff. So, and if they're in the path of this thing, aka Burbank, Hometown, Bridgeview, Bedford Park, Summit, Forest View, and the southern part of Chicago near the University of Chicago, and areas south and maybe a little bit north up to Burnham Park. If they are in that area, call them. If they're in that area, then they need to be in shelter still. Yep, still. Another area of rotation has popped up just to the north of Burbank. That is over. Richard J. Daley College and Paramount Staffing. So that is currently over Burbank. It's currently just to the north of Burbank, downtown Burbank. That is so in between. I'm trying to check this area. So there's Chicago Midway International Airport, which is right there, and then there's a train dock, and there's a that is right here, this big building. Okay, well first there's Richard J. Daley College, and then Paramount Staffing is right here. So this is headed east or northeast. So this might be over. This is anywhere from Chicago Midway International all the way down to Paramount Staffing. It's in that area, moving east or northeast, and might potentially move even southeast because that is the storm motion. That is the motion of these storms. So I would say if they live to the west of I-90, they're currently in the path of this thing. If they live west of I-90, all the way down from whatever this is. I'm trying to find whatever this is. Leadership Academy, Perspectives Leadership Academy. If they're west of I-90 from that building, all the way up to. I'm trying to find a location where I can. Guaranteed Rate Field. If they're from, so if they're all the way down there, if they're down here near, if they're west of I-90, from this Leadership Academy, all the way up to just Guaranteed Rate Field, then call them up and tell them that they need to be in their shelter still because there could be another tornado headed their way. That actually could go a bit farther north, so yeah. Still a bad situation in that area near Burbank. Probably need to get down to the lower scans again on CC. So Marquette Jacques Park, that area is where the rotation is at this time. So there is still a PDS tornado warning in effect, but most of the warning area is clear now. So the only real locations that are okay. So rotation did broaden out, but there's still a bit of rotation just north of Oak Lawn, and north of Hometown, north of Evergreen Park, and right over Burbank as well. That area could spin up another tornado. So still remain sheltered if in that area. And yeah. So right now, just a bit to the northeast of Burbank is the real area that we're watching. From Burbank all the way up to trying to find a landmark that I can use. I should probably stream over to GR now. There we go. So if they're all the way from if they're from Burbank all the way northeast and around this location south of Chicago, I would remain sheltered all the way down to Evergreen Park. So that is still pretty bad situation around there. I haven't been reading anything on YouTube if people are saying anything. There's not a tornado currently, I don't believe, but there is still rotation right now near Burbank. So if you're in this area, I would still remain sheltered until there is more. Looks like there could be a water spout off the shore of Chicago here soon, but that's over water, so no population is in that area. Still watching this area along the line near Manhattan, just in case any tornadic development springs up around there. But just north of Oak Lawn and near Burbank is just the area to watch right now. No confirmed tornado at this time, but a little bit of rotation just north of hometown and near Burbank. So we are continuing to watch that area. While I have the time, I will go over the current severe thunderstorm warnings, which are more boring, but yeah. So for all these counties in Illinois across the Chicago metro area, 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts are possible across this entire line extending from southern Chicago all the way down to Elmwood, it seems. In New York, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning way over here, western New York, south of Buffalo. That is for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. And then over here in Missouri, that is for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts that's approaching the St. Louis metro area. We are getting reports of damage from law enforcement, trees down, winds winds of about 60 miles an hour approaching Montgomery City and Herman. So let's back up to these in Chicago. Let's see if there's if the new scan is out. By the way, just to let you know, no confirmed tornado at this time, but there is rotation. There's a bit of a rotation just north of Oak Lawn and near hometown. So yeah, if you're in the tornado warnings, I would remain sheltered. And even if if you're in the severe thunderstorm warning down here, you could expect winds up to 70 miles an hour. That's what it is warned for. 70-mile-an-hour winds extending all the way from Manhattan all the way north to southern Chicago. I need a drink of water. Give me 1 second. Alright. So yeah, area we're watching for potential tornadic development is from hometown to Oak Lawn and Palos Hill. Sorry. So that area is where we're watching for potential tornadic development, but that is not... But there is no confirmed tornado at this time. So... just letting you know, no confirmed tornado right now, but we're still watching rotation for a potential tornado maybe later if something does decide to wants to spin up. So yeah, down here near Manhattan, just south of Manhattan near Wilton Center, we are getting some very gusty winds actually extending from southern Chicago all the way over to Elmwood and Manhattan, Frankfort, and Country Club Hills. There's very strong winds, possibly up to 70 miles an hour. That's what it is warned for in this area. So if you're in those areas, then definitely just be aware of strong winds in your area. We do have, I'll go over the other severe thunderstorm warnings. We do have 2 in Michigan. They are warned for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. They're southern Michigan, close to Grand Rapids-ish. So that's warned for 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-sized. That actually does have a bit of rotation on it. So they might tornado warn that here soon. Southern Michigan, that is near Sister Lakes, north of Eau Claire and north of Berrien Springs, south of Paw Paw Lake, south of Water Violet, near Fairplan and St. Joseph. That area, it's to the east of Fairplan and St. Joseph and north of Eau Claire. That is where that rotation is right now. They might tornado warn that here in just 1 second. Well, I still have the time. Let's go over to New York. Severe thunderstorm warning over here, just south of Buffalo for 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-sized hail. Let's take a look at that for just 1 second here. Includes Angola, North Collins, and Forestville. Over here in Missouri, we do have another severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-an-hour winds that is approaching the St. Louis metro. We do have reports of damage, trees down and power lines down across the area from in Kingdom City, and also down here in New Bloomfield. That area as well, approaching the St. Louis metro area. We do have very strong winds up to 60 and possibly even 70 miles an hour in isolated spots. Okay, back up to the tornado warnings in Illinois. We are getting reports of 60-mile-an-hour winds and even some damage to trees along I 355 near Darien and Woodridge. We do have a reported tree damage in that area. We are getting very strong winds extending all the way from Whiting all the way down to Manhattan and Wilmington. Some mainly 60 mile an hour and possibly up to 70 mile an hour winds in some spots. So that is what we're watching for road tornado wise. Not much of a threat at the moment. There still is a tornado warning in effect for the southern Chicago metro area, but that will likely be expired here within a few minutes. This tornado warning, I don't know if this was just issued. Hold on, when was this tornado warning issued? This tornado warning was issued at... Yeah, okay, so the this one right here has been canceled to the north of the big tornado warning. So Chicago metro area looks like it is, for right now, safe from any severe weather. So yeah, there's well, at least the main Chicago metro area. Still very strong winds extending from Whiting all the way down to Wilmington, but no tornadic development at this time. No new severe thunderstorm warnings or tornado warnings. The one in Michigan's the ones in Michigan are for 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail south of Grand Rapids. I was watching this area for potential tornadic development north of Eau Claire. Let's check if that has intensified or not. So waiting for a new radar scan. It's downloading, and it appears it's gone on that radar. Let me check the KIWX radar, which is apparently closer. So yeah, that's what it looked like earlier. So definitely some rotation in that area, but it appears that it has weakened. It might be cycling actually, so we could ultimately see maybe a tornado in that area. But for right now, it seems that it's pretty clear. Clear. This is headed towards Water Violet and Fairplain, so potential tornadic development in Michigan. But besides that, not much. New severe thunderstorm warnings issued across the Chicago metro area, moving into Indiana. So Chicago Heights, Country Club Hills, extending all the way down to Wilton Center. Current severe thunderstorm winds for 60 mile around 60 miles an hour, possibly up to 70 miles an hour in isolated spots, moving towards Lake Station, Chesterton, and Crown Point, Cedar Lakes, Lowell, and all the way down to Kankakee, Illinois. So that's a big severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Illinois and Indiana. There are 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for Missouri, headed for the St. Louis metro area for 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail. So these areas are under a severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail. Over here, we are getting very strong winds just near Jefferson City, but that's pretty far away from the radar, so it might not be as accurate. So we could have some isolated spots up to 65, maybe even 70 in the 1 or 2 spots. But for right now, it just looks like a 60-mile-an-hour wind threat for that area. So yeah, the big tornado warning up in Cook County has been expired. So Oak Lawn, Alsip, that area is now tornado warning free. I will continue to cover this as by but I might have to go to bed here soon because I'm going to wake up and cover tomorrow's thread as well. Also looking at this cell in Michigan to see if there is any development on it. That's still old radar scan. So I'm watching this area just a bit to the east of Fairplain and St. Joseph. I'm watching that for potential tornadic development at this time. I've been talking so much. I need more water. Okay, tornado warning in the Chicago metro area has been allowed to expire. No current tornado warnings across the Chicago metro. Still watching some areas for potential spin-up activity, so possibly maybe a small tornado. But if the reason I started streaming, I'm gonna go back a bit. There was a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado headed towards Oak Lawn. It was over Darien and Woodridge. We do have reports of damage coming out of that area. Damage of trees, structures, and power lines near 75th and Janes in Woodridge. Reports of debris on I-335. Possible tornado. Possible. Yeah, there was definitely a tornado. It was a debris ball, pretty much. So going all the way back right here. So yeah, this area, we were watching this general area. If you look here near Woodridge, we did have a little bit right there, and then it got stronger right there. So right there, we definitely knew that there was a tornado. If you look on the bottom left, that's debris being lifted. The blue is debris being lifted. There's a tiny bit there, and then it really picked up right there. You can definitely see a little bit there. You can see why. Okay, right here. 3 injuries and gas leaks reported, actually, near Woodridge, just to the west of Woodridge. We did have 3 injuries and gas leaks reported. We had a debris ball. If you look on the top left, you can see that there was debris causing it to look like rain on the radar. There was so much debris. Eventually, this moved into downtown Woodridge, did more damage there, damage to trees and power lines in that area. That's what we've gotten reports of. This went all the way over here. If you look on the bottom left, you can definitely see that debris area where it was lifting stuff, and still a debris ball on radar. There was still a debris ball. Over here, no longer a debris ball on radar, but there was definitely very strong rotation still south of Darien. This was headed towards Justice and Hickory Hills. Then eventually crossed to Burr Ridge. It was starting to die off, and eventually did die off, as you can see here. If you look on the bottom left, that green is not more debris being lifted. That's debris fallout, meaning debris was falling from the sky at that time. So that was a pretty dangerous situation. Still monitoring it here, and then it started to go away. So yeah, and as you can see right now, this is currently not much of anything at all. Down here near Chicago Heights, and headed towards, well, just south of Wilson Center and south of Wilmington, all the way extending south of Wilmington. This is also headed towards Hammond, Indiana. Very strong winds from 60 all the way up to 70 miles an hour in that area. Let's go cover the other severe thunderstorm warnings real quick. Right here, this area near Fairplain, Michigan, just a bit to the east of that. There's a severe thunderstorm warning over there. That is for 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-sized hail. If I take a look from this radar, I might be able to see if there's a little rotation now. Is there? There's a tiny bit, but it's not enough to be tornadic, especially from that far away. So yeah, not much of a threat there for right now. New York, 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-sized hail. That is spotted confirmed just south of Buffalo. There was some hail in this area. It looks like that will be expiring here in approximately 10 minutes or possibly earlier. Missouri, this is 60-mile-an-hour winds. No hail expected. If there is any, it's going to be small. That is headed towards the St. Louis metro area, or possibly areas just south. So very strong winds headed into the St. Louis metro area. I think I need to move my mic a little closer, right there. Okay, and Indiana, there are currently severe thunderstorm warnings ongoing across Indiana and Michigan. These are for 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail, I believe, for this one. And there are new severe thunderstorm warning in central Chicago. I don't know why they issued that. That doesn't make sense to me, but okay. 70. Okay, so down here, this one right here, this severe thunderstorm warning down here in Illinois and Indiana. It says 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and a penny-sized hail. So 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail down here, extending all the way from Wilmington to Beecher, Illinois, and then Cedar Lake all the way up to Lake Station, Indiana. Need more water. God. So, yeah, no current tornadic activity. So, no tornadoes at this time. But there are some severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for Michigan, Missouri, Illinois, and New York. And Indiana, I guess. But the Indiana threat is really just coming from the Illinois threat here in just a minute. We could still see a tiny bit of tornadic development, but they're mostly going to be quick little things. They're not going to be any... I doubt that we're going to see another big tornado moving through a populated area here. We could, but it's very unlikely. So near Garden now, you see there's a tiny bit right there, but it's not enough to do anything. So yeah, very strong linear winds, meaning very strong, just winds in general, from a big squall line incoming for Indiana. Okay, this is Indiana, Illinois. 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail for this large severe thunderstorm warning that extends from Lake Station all the way down to DeMate and over to Union Hill, Illinois. So mainly Indiana, but also Illinois. In that area, severe thunderstorm warning. Just checking a few things. So yeah, no current tornadoes at this time once again, but there are a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings for 70-mile-an-hour winds and penny-sized hail extending from Lake Station all the way down to Mate and Rose Lawn. I will keep you updated on those, but I can't really. These storms aren't moving too terribly fast. Okay, storm damage in Darien. There's very heavy tree damage at least. Okay, we do have a picture of it. Very large tornado. That looks like in between a wedge tornado. That could be a wedge tornado. Wow. Very large tornado right there. It looks like it did go through downtown Woodridge and just south of Darien, all the way over to Blur Ridge, looks like. This is like, this could be up to an EF3, okay, my friend Sam Emerson on Twitter, well, I mean, he doesn't follow me, but, I follow him. He says, it's never good to have these, but, this in Woodridge could have been high-end EF2, mid-end EF3, or possibly low-end EF4. That is, what it is looking like. He made a system that measures it by how high it lifted debris, and it looks like it is most likely an EF3. So, that is what we're looking at right here. So, if I go back quite a bit, so I'm going to go back quite a bit to what we were looking at. It hit this area. We are getting reports of wind damage, just wind and tornado damage across that area. I'm gonna check something. So yeah, I'm trying to get back to where that tornado was on right here. As you can see right here, here it was. As you can, just letting you know, top left is usually rain. Bottom left is debris. So blue is like heavy debris. Green is lighter debris. And by the way, this area over here isn't just big debris; it's actually clear air, so it picks that up too as blue, which is interesting. Top right is rotation, so green right next to red is yeah, is tornadic, and then bottom right is showing where it thinks that the mesocyclone or rotation is. So as we go along, you can definitely see top left, it curls around right in there. Top right, you can definitely see green right next to red. It's definitely tornadic, and bottom left, you see it is lifting debris. As we go along, it gets bottom left gets stronger, and top left, pink, that isn't actually rain or hail. That is debris showing up as rain because of how heavy the debris was. As this went along, this went through southern Darien, very strong, and then eventually broadened out as it got over to Blur Ridge. And bottom left, that became debris fallout, aka not as that was debris that was still that came out of the storm and fell onto the ground due to the storm lifted the debris, and then it has to fall back down after the tornado is over. So that was a very intense tornado right there. Wow. Okay, so daily dose of internet. You know the one daily dose of internet. He caught the tornado. Like he actually caught the tornado from his balcony. Power flashes and all. He caught the tornado on his balcony from Chicago. So, yeah, the daily dose of internet caught the tornado in Chicago. It's on his Twitter. His Twitter is at DD of Internet. That was a really bad mass casualty incident. They're rating it as a mass casualty incident. Really bad situation ongoing there. So yeah, it looks like it did claim. Okay, yeah, large cone to wedge tornado across the southern Chicago metro area a few minutes ago. That was wow. Jeez, if you want to see this on loop, it's right here. It's loading. So as you can see, it went through. It's lagging a bit because it's trying to load in, but it's going right through there, right through that area. Went right through Burr Ridge, Darien, and I believe Woodridge. That is. Yep, Woodridge. So very bad situation across that area. They're calling it a mass casualty incident. It looks like it was a large tornado, cone to wedge tornado. That is wow. Yeah. So, daily dose of internet actually caught it from their window. Looks like a fire or something is going on in Chicago. That might be a car blinker, but there's heavy tree damage in Darien. So I'm watching a video about it on Twitter. Very bad situation there. Reed Timmer called it at least EF3. That is a really bad situation there. Okay, just gonna go over quick. All the severe thunderstorm warnings currently ongoing. New York, near just south of Buffalo. Looks like that will expire here in 1 minute. Minor damage to vehicles is possible from 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail. Michigan, Missouri, right here. We do have some 60-mile-an-hour winds headed for St. Louis, but it looks like it might be dying, considering that the warning is just about to expire. Yeah, winds are calming down, but new severe thunderstorm warning was just issued on it. So back there still could be some severe thunderstorm warnings headed for the southern St. Louis metro area. For Michigan, that is still watching this area near Decatur, Paw, that area. Still watching that. There could be a minor spin up on the cell I'm watching, but I doubt it. It's currently downloading right now. Oh, well, there is a bit of rotation there. It's not a lot, but there is a tiny bit of rotation on that, so we might need to keep an eye on that. So yeah, there's only one severe thunderstorm warning that is not included in this big line extending from just south of Chicago all the way up to Paw, which is a new tornado warning for this area for Crown Point and Maryville, Indiana, and even parts of Illinois. Mainly Indiana, but parts of Illinois. That is a line of severe thunderstorms capable of producing brief tornadoes was located near St. John. I have never seen that wording before. That's interesting. So it's not even a single circulation. It's for multiple tornadoes. Several things ongoing. So, several small circulations possible. One north of Cedar Lake. You got one over here near Lowell, sorry. But this is one large tornado warning because it's for small. It says brief tornadoes are possible all throughout this area, and they might not be picked up on radar. I think that's why. So yeah, that is quite interesting right there. I have never seen that type of wording, but that's yeah. So the radar might not be able to detect it, but yeah, that's sheesh. So it appears like Daily Dose of Internet is the only one who got this tornado. Surprisingly. He either got it from his house or his apartment. It looks like a wedge, but there might be a tree line in the way, so I can't tell. So the only severe thunderstorm warning outside of the main line up near Chicago, extending all the way into southern Michigan, is this severe thunderstorm warning over here in Missouri for 60-mile-an-hour winds headed towards the southern St. Louis metro area. That's just for some small wind potential. Well, not small winds, but interesting wind potential. Man, I need water. Better. Okay. So yeah, southern St. Louis metro, this severe thunderstorm warning is headed towards that. But I'm mainly watching this area up here near Will, Jasper. So counties included in this big tornado warning are Will County, Newton County, Porter County, Lake County, and Jasper County in Illinois and Indiana. So it's Will County in Illinois. So central Will County in northeastern Illinois, northeastern Newton County in northwestern Illinois. East central Will County in northeastern Indiana. I'm too tired for this, man. I woke up way too early. East central Will County in northeastern Illinois, northeastern Newton County in northwestern Indiana, southwestern Porter County in northwestern Indiana, Lake County in northwestern Indiana, so that's all the county, I believe, and northwestern Jasper County in northwestern Indiana. So basically, they're saying many spin-ups could occur along this line, so they warn the whole line, which is interesting because it appears to me like the strongest area of rotation is actually outside the warning, north of Grant Park, is where looking at the circulation in that area. Actually, it looks like it just died, so never mind. Yeah, actually up here near Cedar Lake, watching this area for just a quick spin up or something. So yeah, there was a really bad situation for Chicago a while ago. Major fires ongoing in Woodbridge. New severe thunderstorm watch including northern Indiana, northwestern Ohio, and southern Michigan until. Let me check. That severe thunderstorm watch lasts for. It lasts until. It says 1 a.m., but that doesn't make sense because it is 1 a.m. across that area. I don't know what it's doing. It says it's till 1 a.m., but that doesn't make sense. So it might be getting glitched or something. It might have been expanded or something. Oh, it's until 6 a.m. So let me share my screen real quick to another one. Window capture. Right there. So this is for northern Indiana, southern Michigan, and northwestern Ohio until 6 a.m. Primary threats include scattered damaging winds to 70 miles an hour likely, isolated large hail to 1 inch in diameter possible, and a tornado or two possible as well. So the threat for tornadoes is low, and so is the threat for EF2 and above tornadoes. So 20% chance for tornadoes and 10% chance for an EF2 or above tornado. Severe wind, there is a 60% chance of that, and 10% chance of winds over, I believe that's 78 miles an hour. And severe hail is 20%, and probability of hail over 2 inches is 5% across the area. So that's what we're looking at. So definitely keeping an eye on this, that's for sure. So previous watches for today. Here's all the watches that were ongoing today. So this one was issued early in the morning for an MCV moving into the risk areas, which actually kind of limited the severe threat early in the morning, but then it cleared out. So there was a severe thunderstorm watch across northern Iowa, then southern Iowa, northern Missouri. Then it was across northern central Indiana, northwestern Ohio, and southern Michigan. Then central Illinois, extending into Missouri. Then this one issued for Chicago, and now this one, which is pretty much looks exactly, well, not exactly, but very similar to a Watch 295. This is Watch 298. So, let's go back over to GR. So, that is, we do have small areas of rotation. We have one up here near South Haven, one near Clear Lake, and one near Lowell. But they're not terribly strong. But still watching this area for potential development just in case. As I've said, this is a very large tornado warning. It is moving east at 45 miles an hour, so they issued it just in case something spins up along this line, which is, I have never seen something like that before. But, yeah, that might be needed, considering how many small areas of rotation are in here. Man, I've been talking for a long time. That was a very intense situation across the Chicago Metro before then. So, yeah. Someone says, okay, so I finally got around to reading the chat. Someone says, could you check Naperville? Naperville? Is that in, where's that again? Actually, I can just look it up, I think. Naperville, Illinois. So, Naperville, Illinois. That area, all of the severe storms have passed that area. That actually, I believe that is near where the tornado passed. That is right before the tornado that went through. Actually, Naperville. So, that's where southern Naperville is where the tornado first popped up. There was a tornado that went through southern Naperville, went into Woodridge, and then Darien and Burr Ridge. There was a tornado that went through that area that was lightly significant. Granger, Indiana. Granger, Indiana. So that area over there, Granger, Indiana, that area will likely be affected by severe thunderstorms later tonight. That's just north of South Bend. So yeah, there are severe thunderstorms headed your way. They're mainly for 60-mile-an-hour winds and possibly up to quarter-sized hail, but that's it for that area. Yeah, Naperville, Illinois, all the severe storms are passed through there. Lebanon or Indianapolis. These might, well, no, I doubt these will reach down to Indianapolis, but they will pass north of it. What is the other place? It is Lebanon. Lebanon, Indiana? No, I doubt it. You could get like a gust or two, but not as strong as the storms in up in northern Illinois, and northern Indiana. So maybe just a quick little gust, but that's about it. Yes, I believe there's a tornado warning in the Kankakee area. Actually, it was just expired for the Kankakee area. So, if you're in Kankakee, you should be fine now. There was a tornado warning in your area, but it has since expired, so you're good now. St. Louis, Missouri. There are a few severe thunderstorms moving towards St. Louis, actually. So if I click over here, this one over here headed towards Washington, New Haven, and Gerald, Leslie, that area. That is warned for 60-mile-an-hour gusts, so that is headed towards the southern St. Louis metro area. It might die out before it reaches there, but still some gusty winds headed through that area. If you feel some gusty winds before that, that's likely an outflow boundary, meaning the storms, boundaries produced by the storms causing winds in your area. Cook County. Cook County, Illinois. Canton, Illinois. Alright, I'll check that area as well. So, I'm just checking people's areas. New tornado warning. Van Buren, Michigan. Sorry to interrupt anyone who's asking for their area, but that includes Paw Paw and Decatur, Lawton, Lawrence, that area. For southern Michigan, tornado warning is in effect for that area. It does look a little contaminated in there. Basically, not actual rotation. This isn't actual rotation. That's contamination. And over here looks the same, but they warned it anyway. Let me see if I can figure out why. If there's any previous scans that it looks good. Yeah, it did. So I can see why they warned this actually. That is Lawrence, Pawpaw, Manitowoc, Lawton, Decatur. That area, there's currently a tornado warning. Sister Lake should be fine, but there is a squall headed behind it, so they might get hit by some strong winds. So yeah, Decatur, Lawton, Pawpaw, that area in southern Michigan, there is a tornado warning in effect down there. And also keeping an eye on this thing over here in northern Illinois near Winfield, Hebron, Crown Point, Cedar Lake, Lowell, Shelby, DeMott, that area. A new tornado warning actually in that area for Van Buren County, Indiana. Pretty strong, relatively strong rotation up there. Is warned for a tornado and quarter-sized hail. That is Chesterton, Crocker, and head towards Westville in Indiana. So yeah, that area is currently under tornado warning as well. South Haven, Wheeler, and Winfield, Hebron, and Lowell, Shelby. Those areas in Indiana are under a tornado warning that is in effect until actually it looks like it expires in 30 minutes, but it may actually expire sooner because these storms are moving faster than anticipated, so they might unwarn that. Okay. So, okay, St. Joseph County, Indiana. St. Joseph County, Indiana. That area, I believe, is looking at it right here. That area, St. Joseph County. I'm trying to find if that is under a tornado warning or not. I don't believe it is, but it is a bit close. There's a tornado warning in Chesterton that is headed towards that area. So, if you are in St. Joseph County, just be weather aware for the time being. Yeah, so Canton, Illinois. Most of Illinois is actually clear. So unless you're in these areas back here near Kankakee, Grand Park or Grant Park, Beecher or Essex, that area, Union Hill, then your threat's over. And even in those areas, it's just a tiny bit of a wind threat. So what we're really watching is this tornado warning up in Michigan, Van Buren County in Michigan, up here. Does appear that there might be a little rotation. Yep, right there, north of Decatur, Michigan. That could be a pretty strong rotation right there. Also looking up here, why is there a circle? That's interesting. So yeah, north of Decatur, Michigan, there is a tornado warning that is headed towards Lawton and Manitowoc. I don't know how to pronounce that. I am sorry. It's just south of Pawpaw. Let's go over to these tornado warnings again in northern Indiana. This one over here that is for this circulation is just south of Chesterton, moving northeast towards Waterford and Michigan City. So if you're in Michigan City, Indiana, if that circulation does not weaken, then you might be placed under a tornado warning momentarily. They actually warned this entire area down here for potential spin-ups, but it looks like it's not doing that much. So Shelby, DeMott, Hebron, and Valparaiso. I'm gonna butcher that name if I even try, so I'm sorry. But if you're in these areas, then still take your precautions. Interior room, lowest floor of that area. Missouri, let's go to that one severe thunderstorm warning west of St. Louis. That is for 60-mile-an-hour winds. It looks like it may expire here in just 1 minute due to lack of winds, but still pretty relatively strong winds. Headed towards southern St. Louis, mainly up to 40 or 50. It looks like that is dying. No, it's just a rainy mess now. Still keeping an eye on these. Trying to see if the Grand Rapids radar has a better view on that tornado warned storm down here. Kind of. So yeah, I think yeah. Still checking these over here. They're near South Haven. But there is a tornado warning in effect for Decatur and Lawton Pawpaw, and I can't pronounce the name, I am sorry, in Michigan. That is until 1 a.m. Central, 2 a.m. Eastern Time. Still watching these areas in Indiana for possible tornadic development. Still waiting for new radar scan. There we go. So yeah, headed towards Waterford and southern Michigan City, and well, not southern Michigan City, but just Michigan City, the south part of Michigan City. I don't know if southern Michigan City is a thing, but whatever. And so that is if that tornado continues, if that stronger rotation continues heading towards Waterford, they may extend the tornado warning to Waterford and possibly Michigan City. Still watching this area. It looks like we may have a bit of a circulation down here, south of Hebron. Bit of a circulation there. But, yeah. Very interesting there. Very interesting situation in there. Still, if you're in Hebron, Shelby, DeMont, Roselawn, take your tornado precautions. Yeah, they're definitely gonna extend this tornado warning. It's headed towards Waterford and Michigan City, north of Westville, Indiana. It looks like there might be a tornado right in there, so that's a pretty bad situation right there. And Michigan. So this one up here, southern Michigan, headed towards Lawton, Pawpaw, and Decatur. Still watching this area for possible tornadic developments. Tornado warnings in effect, headed towards Lawton. So if you're in Lawton or know anyone in Lawton, well, if you're in Lawton, take your tornado precautions. If you know anyone in Lawton, then definitely tell them that there could be a tornado on the ground, head towards the location. Also watching back here, this area back here near Sister Lakes, that's maybe why it lasts so long, because even if this cell moves out, this one down here has some strong rotation in that area. And they might also put a tornado warning down here south of Berrien Springs, north of Buchanan. New tornado warning including LaPorte County, Indiana. So whoever said that they are in St. Joseph County, yeah, you might have a tornado warning in your area soon if this does not start to die. It actually appears like it is starting to die, but they did issue that tornado warning due to strong rotation in that area. Yeah, still watching this area along this line, but it appears to be starting to die off back here near Hebron, DeMont, Shelby, Roselawn. But still take your tornado precautions just in case something does decide to spin up along that line. So northern Indiana and southern Michigan appears to be what's going on right here. Near Sister Lakes, it does appear like there is a couplet right there. So they might, I can't tell if that's contamination or not. But, yeah, it looks like there is a couplet around that area. So that is headed towards Decatur, Pawpaw, Lawton, and possibly even as far north as Lawrence. There's another area of rotation up there. Also north of Lyles and near Buchanan, there's another tornado. There could be another tornado warning issued in that area. Yep, see, little thing just popped up on radar showing that there is rotation just south of Lawrence. I don't really have much to talk about because it's just these areas right here. It's so Sister Lakes is under a tornado warning due to this cell that is might have a little rotation right there. Also south of Lawrence, Michigan, there is a little bit of rotation as well. Near La Porte, there was a couplet, pretty strong couplet near Chesterton. It has since deteriorated, but still take tornado precautions if in the area. And down here, this long tornado warning extending from South Haven all the way down to Rose Lawn. That appears like it will expire in approximately 20 minutes, but they might cancel it due to its rotational radar is not very impressive whatsoever. So yeah, sorry if I'm not talking much. There's just not much to talk about. Severe thunderstorm warning in Missouri headed towards St. Louis Metro has just been canceled. But yeah. No other severe thunderstorms besides this one in the squall line across northern Indiana, southern Michigan. There are a few tornado warnings associated with it, though. Oh, LaPorte, sorry. Elkhart County, south of east of South Bend. East of South Bend. So east of South Bend, there's a chance for something later, but right now you're fine. For right now, you're fine. You still are under a severe thunderstorm watch for some severe winds and possibly a couple tornadoes, but no, nothing right now that you should be terribly concerned about in your county. Waterford, new tornado warning. What time? Okay. Someone said new tornado warning. I think I've already been covering that. Virtual. Oh, okay. Yes, you are correct. A new tornado warning has been issued. In Michigan, that is for, I believe that's the northern rotation, or the southern one. So, yeah, new tornado warning for, Lawrence and Pawpaw, this one, and also this one down here, north of Buchanan, and another one near, I'm gonna butcher that if I try that, I am sorry, but, just to the east of, Eclair and Berrien Springs. That extends all the way out to Cassopolis and Marcellus. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing these wrongs. It is currently midnight in 30 minutes. So yeah, I am tired. So yeah, new tornado warning in Michigan, southern Michigan. It's headed towards Centerville and Vicksburg eventually. Also have to be mindful of these storms out in front near Athens. This one near Athens is rotating a bit. That's headed towards I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that. I am sorry. But yeah, so we do have a bit of a signature right here of possibly some strong rotation. That's headed towards Decatur. This one up here near Lawton is also pretty strong. It's, headed towards I'm sorry, I can't pronounce these town names. I'm very sorry. I'm too tired for this. And also down here near Buchanan, watching this area as well. This tornado warning near LaPorte, sorry. There is a bit of rotation actually outside the warning, near headed towards Wellsboro and Kingsbury. So definitely keeping an eye on that. Highland, Indiana. Give me 1 second. Highland, Indiana. By the way, Illinois pretty much all clear. All clear pretty much. Yeah, Illinois is clear. Highland, Indiana, that area has already been passed by the severe thunderstorm, so so that person is fine. Homewood. Homewood, Illinois, or Homewood, Indiana? If you're talking about Homewood, Illinois, then that area is completely clear. Illinois, yeah. So yeah, that area is clear for right now. South Bend, South Bend, Indiana. That area, I'd have to find that real quick. South Bend, Indiana. Yeah, you guys might be under a tornado warning momentarily if this rotation does not decrease here. So, Chesterton, Indiana. Two people are asking about that. Chesterton, Indiana. That area is fine for right now. Looks like the squall line has passed there. Yes, Chesterton is fine. Chesterton has been passed by the main part of the squall line. There could still be some gusty winds in that area, but not too much for right now. Still watching these tornado warnings across southern Michigan right here. Near Paw Paw and Lawton. This one, we've got two right next to each other. And then down here near Decatur, we have another area of rotation. And yet again, down here near Niles, it's less strong, but it's still there. South of LaPorte, that area seems to have weakened on rotation, so looks like that warning will be clear here momentarily. So if you're in South Bend, you're good for now. You're not under any threat for the moment. New tornado warning. LaPorte. So yeah, LaPorte is currently under a tornado warning. Yeah. Oh, farther south, that's for Kingsford Heights. Yep, that is for that rotation we were watching earlier. That's for Kingsford Heights, Hannah, and Wanata. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Just south of Kingsbury. So that area is currently under new tornado warning. 6 tornado warnings in effect. This one is about to expire, or about to get canceled, and this one as well. So this one south of Chesterton, and this other one south of Chesterton, and all the way down to DeMott. That one will be canceled shortly, I believe. Over near Shelby, there could be some rotation increasing, though. Let me check the Chicago radar for that one down there. Seems like this entire area is fine, except for this one down here near Shelby. For DeMott. Waiting for that to load. Yeah, there could be a few little spin-ups along the line still, so still watching that area. Chicago is under a severe thunderstorm watch, but Chicago is fine for right now. Person asking for Hammond, Indiana. Hammond, Indiana? Yes, that area has already been passed by the severe thunderstorm warnings. No problem, Richard. Yeah, usually I go to bed by 12, but I mean, if there's tornadoes like this, I am staying up, no doubt. Okay. So yeah, the Chicago one, actually, a tornado warning was in effect there. A large tornado went through Chicago, it seems. I don't know how large, because of a tree line that was in front of the tornado, so I couldn't see how large it was, but it looked to be pretty significant, probably large, like the almost wedge tornado. I can pull that up real quick, but give me 1 second. Just gotta go over these warnings again. Tornado warning near one near Lawton looks like it just picked up. That might produce a tornado here in just 1 second. Also near Paw Paw, south of Decatur, north of. Sorry, I can't pronounce that. I'm sorry. I'm too tired for this. But that looks like this may produce a tornado just south of Decatur, and this one over here near Lawton as well. This one also behind it as well, near Pawpaw. So this town over here is under a double threat for the time being. Over here near Kingsford Heights, this one headed for Kingsford Heights. That one is currently has a tornado warning on it, but it's I can't tell if it's weakening or strengthening. But either way, that's a pretty that's far away from the radar, so I can't tell what's going on terribly well under there. Also up near LaPorte, looks like that could be another tornado warning issued on that, but a bit farther to the north. So yeah, this tornado warning will likely be extended into towards Kalamazoo, Michigan. So yeah, we should likely get another tornado warning out of that here soon. Maryville, Indiana. Darien, I believe, is in the clear. Give me 1 second. Darien, Illinois. If you're talking about Darien, Illinois, then your area is in the clear. There was a tornado warning. Darien. Yeah, if you're talking about Darien, Illinois, there was actually a tornado that went through there. Yeah, there was a tornado that went through Darien earlier that did some damage in there. It went from Woodridge through Darien all the way out to Burr Ridge. It did some significant damage. There were reports of 3 injuries, and the fire department is calling it a mass casualty incident. So that is a really bad situation over there. If your house is over there, I'm sorry, but there was a tornado that went through that area. Where do you get another NOAA weather radar? You can get one online. You can get one from Amazon. Okay. Who else was asking? Merrillville, Indiana. Let me check that real quick. Merrillville, Indiana. Merrillville is also in the clear. So yeah, so pretty much all of Illinois is in the clear, and places around Gary, so within like a 20-mile radius of Gary, are most likely safe. Or I'd say actually 10-mile radius, because LaPorte is under a tornado warning. Okay, so this area over here near Lawton, this will likely get a tornado warning extended towards Kalamazoo, Galesburg, Climax, and Portage. Also down here near Decatur, this will likely be extended towards Portage and Vicksburg as well once it moves out of the warning. Down here near LaPorte and Kingsford Heights, there might be another tornado warning extended going northeast. LaPorte, this one has weakened a bit, but the one down near Kingsford Heights has not. It's likely going to be extended once this thing gets close to getting out of the warning. While I have the time, well, there's no confirmed tornadoes at least. I don't think there's a confirmed tornado. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like there is a confirmed tornado at this time, so, there is a strong couplet right there that is headed towards, Marcellus, Michigan, so watch out for that. And also down here near Kingsford Heights, that also appears to be getting stronger. So, well, while I have the time, let me go back to, the Chicago tornado warning, what it was looking like earlier. Actually, before I do that, Missouri severe thunderstorm warning that is headed towards the St. Louis metro. I'm just covering this real quick. Near Jefferson City, that is warned for, if I had to guess, 60-mile-an-hour winds at quarter-sized hail. It's just 60-mile-an-hour winds over there, back there. Okay, so let me go back to the Chicago radar. I want to show y'all what this looked like as it moved through Woodridge, Darien, and Burr Ridge. There was a pretty bad tornado that moved through that area. Reed Timmer himself said probably EF3+. So that was a really bad tornado there. Daily Dose of Internet, the one with 11 million subscribers, caught it. So yeah, all the current tornado warnings are radar indicated for right now. Yeah. Daily Dose of Internet caught the tornado, which is amazing and terrifying at the same time because he lives near downtown Chicago, and that was pretty bad. Also, the Weather Channel apparently was not covering it, which was very annoying. We have one confirmed death from the Chicago tornado. One confirmed death. So that is really bad there. I'm still trying to get back to the Chicago tornado. It's taking a while to get back to it because I have to let it load there. So yeah, it went through Woodridge, Darien, and Burr Ridge. It was a really bad situation there. So yeah, still trying to get back to that radar scan back there. So still having to. So yeah, trying to get back to that tornado warning. It's appears like it's not loading, which is very annoying. Yeah, my GR, which is the software I'm using for radar, is loading, but very, very slowly. People are saying that this could be the worst impact to Chicago since since Plainfield, which is I believe that was in EF5. There are fires reportedly everywhere, and injuries and possibly deaths more being reported. I'm still trying to get back to this tornado warning back here. This confirmed tornado back here. I'm trying to show you all what actually happened back here, which was but it's taking quite a while. I don't think it's going to go back that far, actually, so I'll just cover the current stuff. I'll look over it later. There's a really bad situation across that area. Man, it's really bad. Okay, current tornado warnings. We do have this one over here near Marcellus, and this one over here near Pawpaw and Lawton. This one could be on the ground over here near Marcellus. No CC, so no confirmed tornado, but definitely a very bad situation over there. So yeah, it was ridiculously bad. It was, man. I hope no one was complaining about stuff. Like, stuff like, you know, I hope no one's complaining about missing a bachelorette or something. Yeah, pretty strong rotation over here north of Marcellus. Yeah, so the stuff in Chicago, the tornado in Chicago did major damage. A daily dose of internet caught it. I believe I can show this photo. I don't know. I don't want to, but at the same time I do. I do want to show it, but I don't know if I can do it to copyright reasons. But it looks like a wedge tornado that was moving through Chicago. Very bad situation over there. That was as of like an hour ago. This as of 46 minutes ago. Large tornado moving through Chicago. Yeah, still watching this area near Marcellus, and up here near this area. Down here, looks like rotation has broadened out. So just watching this area in southern Michigan, but that's about it. Not too much going on right now. I almost just unplugged my headset. Whoops. There we go, that should be better. Yeah, so if you're wondering why I'm not, yeah, this day was underrated. Well, I mean, the morning convection did kind of ruin it. But, well, it didn't ruin it, but it did kind of limit it mostly. But this still happened. No problem, virtual. Yeah. Plymouth, Indiana. I wouldn't say worse than the derecho. I'd say locally worse than the derecho. I mean, for Chicago, yes, it was worse than the derecho, but for Iowa, not as much. Okay, so deaths in okay, Highland, Indiana, and Plymouth, Indiana. Highland, Indiana. Yeah, that area is fine. In Plymouth, Indiana. Yep. Oh, that area. Plymouth, Indiana. Let me check that area real quick. South of South Bend. There is a tornado warning, but it is very broad rotation, so that will most likely be canceled. Plymouth, there could be there might be a tornado there later. I mean, there might be a tornado warning there later if the rotation does intensify again, but for right now, not much going on. You had a tornado warning. Were you in Chicago? Mass casualty report. That is that was from the fire scanner. Don't know if it was like truly mass casualty incident, but it was from the fire scanner, I believe. Yeah, really bad situation. My computer's lagging as well, so bear with me for 1 second. Yeah, I think my mouse is dying. I need to go get new batteries for my mouse. I'll do that in 1 second. Oh yeah, parts of houses destroyed. I can't show it right now, but from NBC5 or NBC5 Chicago on Twitter, there is there's part of a house destroyed. Still watching this area. It was ridiculously intense rotation through that area. Yeah, so still 2 tornado warnings in effect. One for up here near Marcellus, and one down here in near Kingsford Heights. This one appears like it is broadening and will likely expire. Considering it is set to expire in 11 minutes, I'm assuming that it will expire. Yeah, so Woodridge, the Darien, that area is entirely full of neighborhoods. So that it hit nothing but neighborhoods, pretty much. Really bad situation over there. Yeah, so we're really just focusing on this one up here near Marcellus. It has the stronger. Oh yeah, it's stronger rotation, definitely. Update severe thunderstorm watch. cancels Cook, DuPage, and cancels Cook and DuPage counties in Illinois. Fire alerts 911. That is for 24-hour fire alerts for the tri-state area. So tri-state area from MABAS 16 Naperville Fire second alarm on box 2M. So that's I believe that's an ambulance. Mass casualty incident. Princeton CIR, whatever that means, for multiple tornado victims. It also says mass casualty incident area of Ranchview Drive and Princeton CIR for multiple tornado victims and structure collapse. That's it's at Fire Alerts 911 on Twitter. Is where I'm getting those. Sorry, I haven't been reading the chat. I'm just been trying to find this stuff. They didn't issue a tornado watch mostly due to the uncertainty of it. Tri-state area. That reminds me of it. Okay. So, yeah, it is Tri-State Fire at Fire, it's something on Twitter. I'm trying to find it again. Oh no, it was, something. Okay, house second story pretty much gone. So that's really bad. Okay. Wow. Really bad there. If you don't know where I'm getting these reports, check out Bob Wazak at NILWX reports. Okay, we likely do have a tornado in Michigan south of Marcellus if that is not contamination. So yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you don't know where I'm getting this information, it is from at NILWX reports on Twitter. That is where I'm getting this information from, partially. And also Tri-State Fire. Also, I do have to go fix the mouse batteries in my mouse because my mouse is pretty much dead. So give me 1 second, if you will. So I will be back in approximately like a minute. I need to go reset. I need to go get new batteries for the mouse. Okay, I've gotten new watch batteries from the mouse. So there we go. Okay, still watching this area near Marcellus for a potential tornado. Right there. So yeah, that's still something to watch. Yeah, tornado warning was just canceled up there for the one in Michigan. Really? Huh. I mean, if that's not contamination, okay, yeah, it likely was contamination actually. And down here, this tornado warning will likely be expired in 6 minutes. So as soon as there are no tornado warnings, I'm actually gonna go to bed. I would love to stay up, but I gotta get up tomorrow, not only to actually be a productive person, but also to cover tomorrow's severe threat as well, as the Northeast tries to do funny stuff again. Not this area, but like talking like New York, upstate New York. Gonna be covering that tomorrow. So yeah, I should I'm going to go to bed here as soon as all tornado warnings are canceled or expired. But I really appreciate threat. What do you mean by threat? There is a threat of possibly some isolated wind gusts, damaging wind gusts, and or maybe a brief tornado or two across the Northeast. So I'm gonna go cover that. Oh yeah. Okay. So there we go. There we go. Alright, so still watching this area over here, but it's okay. So, tornado warning has been canceled in Indiana down here. So, I think I'm actually going to go to bed. I really appreciate y'all tuning into the stream, but I think I got to go to bed because I got to be productive tomorrow, and I'm going to cover the severe threat again. So, thank y'all for tuning in, but I got to, go do stuff tomorrow, so I gotta get to bed. See y'all later. Have a good one. Bye bye.